are you?
Lisa, I'm great. It's good to be with you, and thank you for this opportunity to talk about jobs and how we move our state forward.
Out of your policies, uh, which do you think is the most and biggest impact on the economy and job creation?
Well, the key thing for Michigan's future is that we go forward. We can't go back. We need to build on the success, Lisa, of the last 8 years and see how we can drive Michigan to go from good to great. And for me, it means cutting income taxes, just like we've seen on the federal level, where tax cuts have meant more jobs in Michigan. I want to make sure that we cut taxes here in our state so that you get to keep more of what you earn and the government takes less of what you make. So eliminating the Granholm-Whitmer income tax increase is number one. Secondly, auto insurance rates. We need to reduce auto insurance rates in Michigan because we have the highest auto insurance rates in America, $1,000 more than on average than any other state in this nation. So cutting taxes, lowering auto insurance rates, that's the drive of and the key to drive our state forward.
What is your stance on legal immigrants?
Our country and Michigan has to have a hopeful and welcoming immigration policy. I mean, that's what people came to this nation and still come to this nation for opportunity and freedom. And I think everybody understands that. So it needs to be hopeful and welcoming. We have to play by the rules, obviously. You need to secure our border and to make sure that there are no sanctuary cities. We'll have no sanctuary cities in Michigan, but we'll be a state. We'll be a state that's welcoming, hopeful, and make sure we have a Michigan that leads the way in terms of engineers and growth and opportunity. That's how I want to make sure Michigan goes in the future.
What is specific policy to make it the immigrants in Michigan feel more welcome?
I think it comes from the top in leadership. My dad died when I was just a boy, when I was 6 years old. And my mom raised my 2 older sisters and me as a single mom. She taught me that you treat everybody like family, and your neighbors and your community. You just have to treat everybody the same way. And Michigan needs to be a state where there's no discrimination of any kind. Michigan needs to be a state where you spell opportunity and where you spell progress, and that you treat people the way you want to be treated. And I'll do that as governor, and because that's how I was raised.
Under the current trade atmosphere,
yes,
what's going on right now?
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Know that. So what the state can do when you become the governor and can minimize the impact on the Chinese American living in Michigan, both socially and economically.
See what the next governor of Michigan will do, and in 22 days I'm going to have the privilege to serve as governor of Michigan. We're going to win, and the next governor of Michigan will be an advocate for our state. And you honor and respect and you encourage every citizen of Michigan. And in the current discussion on rebalancing trading relationships, I can be an advocate for Chinese American citizens in this state, and frankly, citizens of the entire state, as we're trying to rebalance trading relationships where we have a fairer balance, and the president has done that with the new United States Mexico-Canadian free trade agreement, and I think there'll be more trading agreements as well. So this is just part of a negotiation. Nobody wants to go back to the days of Smoot-Hawley and retaliatory practice and retaliatory response. We want to make sure we balance them and in a fair way. And I can be an advocate. I can make a call to the White House and it'll get returned. I'll walk in the front door of the White House as an advocate for Michigan and every one of its citizens. That's what I can do as the next governor.
That would be great. Making sure that, let the White House to know that Chinese Americans made significant contributions to this country.
Yeah. And that's why I, as the next governor, I'll walk in the front door of the White House with you, and we'll talk about that.
Right. Great. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
I'm just delighted to be here. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.
I enjoyed being with you. Thank you.
Thank you.